Hey, what's up guys? It's Eric with Painting Business Pro. Here's a quick video for you about the labor shortage. So obviously I'm in the painting industry. What I'm gonna talk about in this video applies to the painting industry. I don't know about other industries, but that's what this video is about, is painting contractors everywhere talking about the labor shortage and how hard it is to find good work, good crews, good painters, good employees. And that's not really new. People have been complaining about how to find good help for a long time. It's just like on loudspeaker lately with the labor shortage that's going around in the country. So let's just talk about it. So there is a labor shortage, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of painters that are still working. So there's about 10,000 painters for every $1 billion a year in sales that gets done. So I'm in Colorado, and the territory we cover, it's probably $1 to $2 billion a year in painting. If you're in some of the major metros, it's $1 to $2 billion a year in painting being done in those major metros, so in greater surrounding areas. So there's somewhere like 10 to 20,000 painters available, and we've got crews that'll drive an hour. So you've got a big area to recruit from. So there's literally thousands and thousands of painters. Even if 20% of them are sitting at home right now, that would create a massive labor shortage, like serious, serious problems. I don't even think it's that high, but let's just say it was, then there's 8,000 painters instead of 10,000 painters. There's still tons and tons and tons of painters that are out there. And even though, even when we're at full employment, there's 10,000 painters, they're all working, right? Just like right now, the 8,000, they're all working, but they're all moving around all the time from contractor to contractor to contractor because relationships go sour. There's a problem on a job, there's a falling out. So they're always looking for a great person to work with. So the point is, there are plenty of painters, even in a labor shortage. So the question is, what are you gonna do about it? Most people aren't doing anything different. They're doing the same thing they did before there was a labor shortage, and they're not getting as good of results because there's a labor shortage, and they're not doing anything different. So you're gonna have to do something different. Back in 2008, I was working at a company, there was a massive financial crisis, the economy tanked, and you know what we did? We worked our ass off. We ramped up our efforts. We worked harder. And the company was up 15% year over year when everyone else was down. Our companies, at National Painting Group, are all growing, and we're bringing on all kinds of new painters and subcontractors. Why? Because we're doing something different than we did when there wasn't a labor shortage. So the first thing is work harder. Now, I don't mean put in more hours. What I mean is, like, I had someone email me and said, "Hey, Eric, I'm having a hard time finding subcontractors." I said, "Cool, let me see the ads you've posted." He's like, "Well, I posted 3 ads in the last month." 3 ads in the last month? We were posting 2 ads a day in 2 different locations for one company. I mean, we're posting ads like crazy. We're aggressively recruiting. Okay, so work harder than you were before. If you're still not getting the results, work even harder. The next thing is make a better offer. If there's less people out there who will work for you, you need to be someone that they actually want to work for. If you're having a hard time attracting people, make a better offer to them. Pay them more money. Don't just pay more money, you got to raise your prices too. But if you're not paying enough money, you're not going to attract people. If you're not a great person to work for, you're not going to attract people. If you're not organized, if you don't treat people like they're partners of yours, you've got to make a better offer. And I've got plenty of other videos and a lot more detail. We could go into that another time. But the point is, you can work hard and post more ads and network more and stop by job sites and hustle, put in more hustle, and make a better offer. And then the last thing is, okay, so maybe you're doing those and you're doing those. The other thing is, fundamentally, as an entrepreneur, your job is to solve problems. All right, so start solving problems. Don't complain about them, solve them. These are 2 ways. We, at our companies, we haven't had to do anything beyond just posting more ads. I've had plenty of people this year say, "Hey, I'm having trouble finding new crews." And I'm like, "Cool, let me see what's going on. Post more ads." Then you know what happens? Boom, we get the crews we need almost overnight. We launched a new project manager a month ago, and it took us about 10 days to get 3 new subcontractors who are doing about $20,000 a week in business for us. How many new crews do you even need? Because we got $20,000 worth of good crews in 10 days. All right, so we haven't had to do anything beyond working harder. Now, we already have a really good offer, so maybe you've got to work on that. Or maybe you're like, Eric, I'm in a smaller market. I'm like, great, get creative. You know, one of my students, Kyle, we did a video on the YouTube channel. He's in Wheeling, West Virginia, 27,000 population. He went from doing 100 and something thousand in business in his first year in 2020. This year, as of June, he was on track for about $2 million in business. He was taking, you know, people delivering pizza and turning them into great painters for him with a 90-day training program. See, solve problems. Your job as an entrepreneur is to solve problems. Most of you just aren't putting in the work. Most people I see out there are complaining about a labor shortage instead of doing something about it. And if you want to succeed in business, you've got to be a problem solver and someone who takes action and makes shit happen regardless of circumstances. So that's my rant for you today. I hope it helps. Hey, what's up? It's Eric with Painting Business Pro. I hope you enjoyed the video, but I want to give you a quick little message because the truth is, if you really want to build a great company, there are no shortcuts. You're not going to learn how to build a great company by watching clips on YouTube or clips on Facebook or even attending webinars or listening to podcasts or reading endless business books. The truth about building a really great company is that it takes a lot of time, and it's really important that you invest in your development and education of yourself as a business owner and as a leader. It takes a lot of time to build the necessary systems to building a great company. It takes a long time to build yourself as a great leader who can build a great culture and recruit and train the right people. And that's just the reality of building a business. There are no shortcuts. And the way that I help people build a great company is in my Painting Business Pro training program, where we do go really deep on all of those things that you need to master to build a truly great company. So if that's what you're really interested in doing, you can learn more about the Painting Business Pro training program by clicking the link below this video, and you can check it out there.